you can choose the exact right vocabulary and format your paragraphs perfectly, yet still produce a sentence that completely falls apart. Clumsy or confusing writing usually stems from structural engineering failures. This structural model shows how a well-built sentence actually works. Think of your ideas as physical building blocks. To cross from one idea to the next, those blocks have to be deliberately engineered to interlock. If the grammatical parts do not match perfectly, the connection fails. The sentence wobbles, your core message gets lost, and you create immediate cognitive friction for the reader. They have to stop and reread just to figure out what you meant. To prevent that, we are going to use a specific structural framework. By applying a few strict rules for punctuation and word matching, you can guarantee professional fluidity in every draft. Clear, authoritative communication relies on a repeatable engineering process. Step 1 is achieving balance. This diagram outlines the principle of symmetry, the foundation of all professional writing. You see two distinct ideas held in perfect balance by a central gear, a coordinating conjunction. A well-built sentence does not lean. Both sides of the connection must carry identical weight. Establishing that balance requires you to select the exact right connector tool for the logical path you want the reader to take. Looking at the top of this chart, use and to merge similar concepts. Use or to present divergent paths requiring a decision. Moving down, use so to establish cause and effect, and but to signal a pivot or unexpected nuance. Choosing the correct connector proactively prevents friction. It signals to the reader exactly where the narrative is going before they even finish the sentence. Once you have your connector, you have to follow an absolute rule of thumb. Never mix your building materials. This blueprint shows materials must match. If you place a noun on the left, like Zurich, you need another noun, like Singapore, on the right. The same applies to action words, evaluates pairs with interprets. Linking qualities means collaborative must meet another adjective like efficient. Ensuring you have identical grammatical types on either side of a connector prevents the sentence from collapsing under its own weight. This bridge diagram illustrates what happens when our ideas grow in complexity. When connecting two complete thoughts, independent clauses that could stand alone, your conjunctions serve as the physical bridge, securely locking them together. This visual protocol outlines the mandatory rule for that bridge. You must place a comma immediately before your connector. As seen in the equation at the bottom, that comma acts as a yield sign, forcing a mandatory pause to cleanly separate the two complete thoughts. This graphic introduces a rule of grammatical math. If you join two singular subjects with and, like the regional director and the site supervisor, the total count becomes plural. Therefore, your action word upgrades to a plural state. Correcting is conducting two are conducting. Mastering these two technical adjustments, inserting yield sign commas, and verifying your verb math signals meticulous care to your reader and elevates your writing to a professional standard. This checklist ensures structural safety. First, check materials. Did you choose the correct connector? Are both sides balanced? Did you upgrade combined subjects to a plural verb? Next, verify mechanics. Did you place a mandatory comma before complete thoughts? Does the narrative flow smoothly? Take away these two core rules. Match identical building materials, nouns to nouns, verbs to verbs, and always use commas to safely bridge complete thoughts. Consistently applying this architectural framework removes friction. It takes disjointed drafts and turns them into clean, balanced communication.